caring heart and bubbly smile, lifting up the load. Sweet and helpful, got that cheer. Every friend all year, with a spark and endless laughs, always bringing near. Every soulless soul, sailing wide, oceans calling true. Travel far to explore, travel far, discover more. Seas that sparkle blue, cruising waves with breeze in hair, trail without a map. Mom and family side by side, take another lap. Oh, my land, take us home where the wild winds blow. Canada, love will always go. Oh, my land, light the night, guide us with your flame. With your spirit, we are free, never be the same. Family ties that never break, love that leads the way. In your arms we find the strength, rocking every day. Smiles that shine on rainy days, through the fog and mist. In your warmth, our hearts are held. Feel that gentle kiss. Oh, like the land, take us home where the wild winds blow. From Canada to distant shores, with love will always go. Oh, like the land, light the night, guide us with your flame. With your spirit, we are free, never be the same. Mountains high and valleys low, through it all you stand. Anchor strong in stormy seas, steady as the land. Memory of every trip, laughter on the breeze. With you, life's an endless ride, always here to please.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Those of you catching it now, or those of you catching on the replay. Tonight, I chose to talk about who is your hero, and what do we define as a hero. And I'll chat a little bit about my thoughts. I'll play a video. We'll see what goes from there. It may not go as long as normal tonight. If you hear any music or sounds in the background, we started a Lord of the Rings marathon last night. We watched The Fellowship of the Ring and got halfway through the Two Towers, and the other two went to bed. I watched the end of it, so they're watching the last half of it downstairs. So, and the TV's like right below me here, so they don't have very high, but I'm able to hear a little bit of sound. So if you hear some background, that's what that is. And then hopefully we can watch Return of the King tonight. I love Lord of the Rings. I love The Hobbit. It was my older two that got me into it, but we'll talk about that in a few minutes. So I'd say, who is your hero? I have a whole array of people I consider a hero, but I'm going to go over what is a hero, what I looked up online. A hero is defined as someone who acts with exceptional courage, selflessness, moral integrity, to help others, often sacrificing their own comfort and safety. Everyday individuals, caregivers, teachers, doctors, nurses, first responders, our soldiers and veterans, or it could be somebody that's overcoming adversity, dealing with a disability, disease, mental health issues. Then they said some key characteristics: self-sacrifice, putting the other needs of others first; resilience, displaying strength under trying circumstances; kindness and compassion, acting with empathy and helping without recognition; or moral integrity, doing what is right even when that's difficult. Well, people I consider a hero. Looking at the different aspects, I won't go into at the moment outside like thing, but to me, some of my heroes, if we're looking at those that have served in the military, and I know I have several of the friends out in YouTube, but in my family, my biological brother was in the Navy for several years and was not injured by, like, wounded, but was injured on the ship. So he suffers from after that, at the after effects, as a back injury. I have my mom's brother was in the U.S. Air Force. My dad's sister's first husband was in the Army. And then his two of his children have been in the military. His oldest son enlisted and did his, actually he did quite a few. He was in till he was of retirement age, and his wife was also military. And then I have another cousin who went right through the Royal Military College, come out as an officer, and he is still actively involved, although not. I think his last active duty was Afghanistan, but he's been working in other departments since then, and I think either this year or next year he's finally retiring. I'm trying to think. He's, I think, 3 years younger than me, so maybe it might be this year. It might be just this year. Oh, I see we got some friends. Hello, Liz. Hi, Chris. And hello, V. Some other heroes I find in my life, those that have overcome adversity, or they've done something with empathy and helping and without recognition. I have a niece that had leukemia, and she fought the brave fight. She's kind of my hero. She was the same age as my oldest, but she passed just before her 13th birthday. Her sister is also, I consider, a hero, because her sister donated her bone marrow to try to help her sister. And talking about donating, my great niece went into liver failure, needed a liver transplant. Her grandmother, my sister-in-law, donated part of her liver to save my great niece. And that was when she was 2 years old. Now she's like 10, and you would never know anything would slow her down. She's got the attitude. And funny, both of these girls had the same name. Two different spellings, but they both had the same name. So those are some of my heroes as well. I also have friends that are cancer survivors. I have friends that are organ recipients. I have friends that have gone through a lot of other things. Oh yeah, both of them, attitudes and spades. Yep, they both. I think it came with the name. So that was my little spiel there. I'm just kind of curious. We can name people out in the community or out, popular people that we consider our heroes. I'm not referring to superheroes. We don't need Superman, Spider-Man, all them. We know that. That's all fiction. Yep, name has weight. Name has weight on your personality, especially when your name means life. Right? Whew, it's warm up here. It's been freezing all day. Now I'm warm. I don't know. I had pictures in front of me. I reorganized downstairs my picture wall. So I had some pictures in front of me. Who's your heroes, guys? And I'm hoping that this internet is not being silly and not bringing my chat through as quickly. I don't want to play that game tonight. Nobody has anybody they consider a hero in their life? I'm going to do this once. If not, I'll just finish up and go out. I'm not playing this game with the chat again tonight. So I will be right back. Boo. Yeah, looks like we might have that look. My hero is my hubby because he keeps on keeping on. Well, you're both heroes in my books. Chris is. He certainly will make anybody laugh, and I'm glad he makes you laugh. We all need somebody like that in our life. I kind of do. I say my youngest son. Actually, all three of my kids are my heroes as well. My youngest, he is a dipstick. He makes me laugh, makes me angry sometimes. But just I think he's being a total a-hole. He turns around and he's the sweetest person, and I'm like, but they are an important part of my life, and they keep me going. So I think I'm just about ready to lose it. I can vent to one of them, or I can just get a hug and makes everything better. Say, speaking of heroes, and I'm not going to maybe play this out tonight because I don't feel like fighting with the chat not coming in. So I will play this video. I'll do a little spiel. If the chat's still being slow, then I'm going to shut it down. But we'll see how it goes. I need to do the share screen again. See if I can find that video. Oops. I gotta move it so I can see. There it is. Share it. Is that full screen? Close enough? All right.
by the door for one to stay home. Calendar's finally empty, phone on silent, radio on. You've carried strangers' midnights, stayed till every siren faded out. Today you're bored in sunshine, leaving all that weight on the dock for now. Helping hands for cruising puts the heroes on the waves. First to run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the station, from the front line, to an ocean-colored view, helping hands for cruising helps the world say thank you to you. Salt air on your shoulder, coffee and a sunrise split the sky. The laugh line's getting deeper, talking like you finally got time. Old scars, quiet stories start to loosen up around the rail. You remember how to breathe again with every gentle roll of the tailwind trail. Helping hands for cruising puts the heroes on the waves. First to run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the station, from the front line, to an ocean-colored view, helping hands for cruising helps the world say thank you to you. For every night you never slept, every vow you always kept. This is more than just a trip, it's a little grace, a lifted grip. See the water, feel it through, even heavy hearts can move. Oh, you're helping hands for cruising, puts the heroes on the waves. First to run into the fire, now you're sailing toward a change. From the noise and from the sirens, to an endless sky of blue, helping hands for cruising helps the world say thank you to you. Yeah, helping hands for cruising. This time the healing comes to you.
Well, geez. I come back to the chat. Now I'm seeing the chat there as soon as I brought it up on my phone. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to grab my other little stand for my phone. So if it glitches, I can still see. He says, Liz, we both lucked out with funny husbands. He also makes me cry. Just kidding. Well, they can do that too. Thank you. My kids are, I think, are pretty awesome most of the time. Can I see this? Yeah, I see that much, but I get to a point there and it's okay. Can you see this? And then I said I brought it, chat up on my phone. I can see the chat that way. Whoops. Okay. Getting to need a haircut. Contact StreamYard. I got a survey thing when I was bring it up earlier, asking my opinion, and they got my opinion. So I don't know. I'm really considering going to a different streaming service because this is getting ridiculous. This and not being able to put a little video up if I want to, like my intros and stuff like that. Anyhow, that's my little video there. 2028, we got the Heroes Cruise coming up. I may have a couple potential things coming up, or potential recipients, maybe. I'm just looking into them. But with this, if we know anybody out there, folks, that first responder or any of the categories, the Gold Star families, veterans, disabled veterans, go in and put a nomination in on the website, helpinghandcruising.org. And then today, I actually had a pretty good day. With the other cruise coming up in 51 days, the ABC cruise on the horizon, I spent a couple hours chatting back and forth to Gabby's mom today. They're getting really excited. It was nice that since some of us had been on the horizon, I told her some of the cool stuff on there and what places to eat and things to do and things to see. Coming up in next week, I will be doing an interview with Gabby and her family, and it will be uploaded soon after that, probably on Helping Hands channel, and then maybe I'll release it on my channel after that once it's been posted on Helping Hands. But I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I want to look and find out things. Well, what activities do they like to do? What foods do they like to eat? If anybody's been on the ABC Islands or on the horizon, any pointers you guys might have of things places they should go, or things to try. I shared the picture V from Lucy's when we went and had tacos. The picture of the ship just sitting there looking out, and it's like the horizon was like right there. Aruba had the best places to shop, and they had of any of the islands I've gone to, they've been the cheapest places to shop. I got lots of good deals on Aruba. Yeah, we lucked out going to Lucy's because we were in port on a Tuesday and they had Taco Tuesday. And I had a whole selection of tacos. I had chicken and beef, I think. And you had the option of a flour tortilla or a corn tortilla. And we went, gotta watch for the ones that, come up here and gamble some money up here. You have this money, but go up and gamble it up there. Yeah, I'm not that adventurous, but I'll drive safe. Be hoping the roads aren't too bad up there. I'm looking forward to interviewing Gabby and her mom Michelle and her stepdad John, and so find out what they're interested in, or what they're looking forward to, and anybody have any tips? Activities or which beach places to go to, different things like that. Liz says they've been to Aruba and Curacao, haven't been to Bonaire. We went to Aruba and Bonaire, but not Curacao. So that's kind of my dream was to go back on the horizon and go to the ABC Islands. Although I've heard or seen Carnival is putting Horizon over to Galveston in another next year or something. So, and that'll probably be end up doing the Western Caribbean ports. Who knows? But I do know that somebody has a cruise booked on a different ship that's going to ABC Islands. Something fell off my desk. So, you never know. Curacao, you walked around and went over that cool moving bridge. It was very windy. The sand was smacking us. You went to Eagle Beach in Aruba? Well, my roomie, Amy, went to Eagle Beach in Aruba, and I do have some sand. You have some sand. Third one up is Eagle Beach in Aruba. It's one thing, this last cruise I was able to finish my jar. I don't know if I'll collect anymore, but I just wanted to finish the jar. It has Cuba, Aruba, Galveston, Cozumel, Belize, and Grand Cayman. And it's full. Yeah, Aruba, me and Steve and I just shopped around the port. Went to Lucy's for lunch. There was a lot of little street vendors. I got a t-shirt in Aruba for $6. And a hat for my youngest for 12, which, I shouldn't have wasted my money on because he's never worn it. I wore it on the cruise, but a bunch of bags of shell, no idea where we got them. I have some shells. I have a couple there left from Belize. And a little bit of coral from Grand Cayman. I haven't decided what I'm doing with those yet. I had a whole bunch of shells from Pirate Beach in Galveston, where we stayed before the Carnival Breeze cruise. I kind of made a little hanging thing. It's hanging up on the other side of the room from them. I don't know if I want to keep collecting that kind of stuff. I guess you take your chances. You could lose it when you're on the plane. Or going through customs, but I still have some other shells. The shells back here, those all came from my friend's dad's place when he passed away. They were going to throw them out, so I picked out the best ones. I also had a sea urchin one, too, that was this big around. That dang cat got up there on my desk and knocked stuff down, and it smashed in pieces. I keep them back there. They're not on top of anything. Oh, the cat's not able to get in my room now. I keep the door closed all the time, or I have a baby gate, and she's only tried to get in once, and it fell down and scared the crap out of her, so she doesn't go near it. Yeah, and let's say Bonaire, there was about 8 of us. We rented the golf carts from Bonaire Cruisers and did the south part of the island. That was fun. You could go at your own pace. You're never more than 40 minutes from the ship, and most of the spots on the south end of the island, we could look across the island. It's not that big, and there was Carnival Horizon over there, so we knew we could get back there. The only thing that bummed me out in Bonaire, one street over from the port, there is a shop that sells because Bonaire they got the salt flats and that. They had a shop that sold the salts and that, and I wanted to go there and get the salts to bring home for my son, and I got back on the ship and forgot all about getting the salt. Yeah, and the only thing I can tell you about the golf cart, though, there's a spot at the beginning of the loop, and there's a beach club towards the end of the loop, and those are the only 2 bathrooms. So yeah, make sure you do a pee break at the beginning. but it didn't take us that long, but we were able to stop and look at things. We stopped at the slave huts. We stopped by the salt flats. There's a lighthouse. There's some other ruins and stuff you can stop and look at. And then there's also a flamingo reserve thing. We got like a bunch of pictures of flamingos. There was a beach club that we were allowed to stop at near the end of the loop. The first side we were on the island we were on was a little breezy, not bad, but when we got around the other side, it was really windy. But it was cool. I really enjoyed that part. I would definitely do it again. On the north, there's a north loop of the island. I don't know if you could do both because you probably had lots of time. That I don't know. But on the north loop, there's a donkey sanctuary, which was kind of a cool idea too. Plus, when I was on the Carnival ships, they have their shopping shows, or I forget they changed the name to it, and they give you little pamphlets that have the different places to stop too, and then your Diamonds International and that kind of stuff. It also tells you other places to get cool stuff. You have your own donkey. Yeah, he could be a little act like a little bit one sometimes. The donkey that has a camel toe, that's kind of interesting. I hope you had a great birthday this week, Liz, and you're going to have a cruise coming up a couple days, isn't it? That'll be awesome. I hope you enjoy your cruise. I know there's a bunch of people on a cruise this week. Cruise Life TV and Carnival Cruise Edit, Cruise Life TV, Controversial Cruising are on one ship. Roxy's and Lori Barber and somebody else are on another ship. Liz and Chris leave in a couple days to go on a cruise. The work was rough. Yeah, you need to pack. I don't know how I couldn't wait till the last minute to pack. I don't know. The 3 cruises I've ended up packing. Well, I guess because you've done a lot of cruises. You know what? After like 3 cruises, I'm like, I start putting things in the suitcase, and then I take it out and reorganize, and then I put it back, and then I take it out and change things around. And that one of these days, I'm going to get down to a backpack and a carry-on. Because each time I'm thinking, well, I didn't wear that or that. I could have rearranged and worn that with that top and that with that. So I don't have any cruises planned in the near future until 2028, and then I have to save between now and then, and I have to wait and see what the ship's going to be. I think we're on the NCL, and what the itinerary is. I'm hoping to have some friends go on that cruise, so some non-cruise community friends. But I'm working on that. Hey, Paul, welcome in. Driving and listening. Drive safe. Hope the roads are good wherever you're driving. What else was it? I talked about Gabby. Talked about heroes. Like I said, if you know any heroes to nominate, go ahead and nominate them. It has all the criteria on the website. The website's been getting fine-tuned. We're almost got it there. We almost got it there. There's a couple things need to be added yet, but we're almost there. We do have a meeting this weekend, so we'll see what comes out of that. I'll have a video of Gabby's family I'm doing next week. Hopefully they'll be published not long after, so you guys can all meet Gabby and her family. That's a lot of background noise. I'm surprised you guys can't hear it. Must be the battle at the end. Um, I know everybody's Lord of the Rings fans. My son's making pulled pork. I'm waiting on that for dinner afterwards. I know it. I went down at 3 o'clock. I was like, "What do you make for dinner?" Pulled pork. Usually when I do pulled pork, it's in the crock pot, like in the morning. That. No, I'm going to do it in the Instapot. It'll be ready. The coleslaw is done. Everything else is this. He made homemade barbecue sauce. It's done. Still waiting on the meat. It should be ready any time now. You don't hear it? That's good. I can hear the music out there now. It does not so much from below me. Sorry, I'm fidgety, but this chair is not the most comfortable thing. Here we go. It's a new one, and it's got some lumbar support. Got my X-ray report back, my lower back. Guess what? I got arthritis. Yeah, arthritis in your lower back. Oh, that's kind of what I guessed, but I wanted to make sure after I fell on my bottom back in July. Just want to make sure I didn't damage anything. Nope, it's just arthritis. Okie dokie. That was yesterday's escapades. Go to the doctor for reports and to get a form filled out, and it's come out and it's like, "Oh, you have a form?" Yeah. A form day is Tuesdays. Maybe you need to have a list up. Okay, this day's for this. This you can come on Wednesdays for reports. You come Tuesdays for forms. Crazy. Great healthcare system. Well, I got my son in. He hadn't been in for a while. So the next thing wants to get his girlfriend in, and then my other one in because they haven't been to the doctor in forever. I don't want to be sitting at Emerge like I did a few weeks ago for 7 hours. But kids and pets. Knock on wood, we're not having any more problems with our pets. We only got one left, so don't want any more problems with pets. So anyhow, folks, I know some people need to go pack. Some people need to go eat. Thanks for stopping by tonight. I got a few. Sorry, I have a few. I do have things coming up in the future. I've already posted a couple thumbnails. I'm going to do a 5K run walk challenge. I'm going to call. I just put it the thing run walk roll because if you're not able to run, if you're say if you're in your wheelchair or you want to ride a bike, whatever. In the future, I'm going to be doing a challenge, so I'm going to start. I'll do it once the weather is nice, doing a walk challenge to build up my stamina because I don't know what's going to do with the back here, and we'll do maybe a live around the neighborhood. Go for the walk. I know two different distances I can go. One that way or that way that are there and back is 2 kilometers. So I just need to figure out how to run it a little further around to make it a 5, but we can build up from there or practice. I've ordered a book. It should have it at the end of the month. And 1st of April, I'm going to start a book club. I put in the thumbnail, and I'll show the book when I get it. If everybody wants to order the book, I'll show it when I get it. I won't start reading it until we're ready to do book club. If people want to get it, read it, and discuss it, I'll do one live a month just talking about the book. And then I don't read books. Well, it's an audio one too. But I've been following this. It's a social media person. They're also kind of an influencer or whatever. So I want to kind of read it. So, but I'll show that when I get the book. And then in May, we also have Poutine Fest coming up. I already sent the dates to me and Steve. So we're going to try to go live from that when we go, just to give you guys. I'll do video too, but so you guys can see that. I'm going to try and do a live that time. But I think I'm going to try in the near future to try to make our own poutine and see how that turns out. I'm gonna have to make I don't have to make it. I should have got when I was at Costco. They had the Saint Albert cheese curds. But I know where they had them there. I think we have a couple of cheese places here. I might be able to find, if not them, similar ones. So maybe we'll do I'd like to do maybe before that date in May that we can do that and find out, how did mine taste? And then to compare how the Poutine Fest ones taste. Maybe I have some other ideas coming up, but those are the big ones. The run walk challenge, I'll do that 1 week a month. I'll be doing the walking more than doing the live about it, and the book club one. We can still talk about the book even if you don't read it. We can tell you what it's about, what we thought. Or if people don't want to read it, then I'll tell you what I thought. I'll tell you about it. We'll see. Anyways, we're almost 45 minutes. Thank you for coming in. And if you're watching this on the replay, make a comment. Like, subscribe. Trying to get my subscribers up, but also need to get my watch hours up. They have dropped substantially, and I know that a lot of people aren't into watching the longer videos. So I've got shorts and videos coming out now, kind of alternating. So take a watch, throw a playlist on if you're so inclined. If you're watching on the replay, help a girl out. And have a great cruise. Chris and Liz, love you guys. See you later. Bye for now.